here today. This is Monday. We're talking January, and most of this country is in freezing cold weather. Not in sunny San Diego. You know what? I was talking about San Diego, and they were looking at 70 degrees today. Wow. Not all the country is in that kind of shape. But then we have Stephen L. Whiteley in Ottawa, Canada, and I'm sure that is a pleasant place to be right now in the winter, because I imagine it's really close to 0 Celsius.
Hello there, my friend.
You know what? It's really a nice honor to be here today with you, Stephen L. Whiteley. It's been a while, since we've really come together and had a really good conversation about the topics. I mean, I think coming up with this topic around the Happy City Initiative is a real awesome mission. It's a mission that makes all other missions kind of,
pale in insignificance.
Pale and exactly, as a good way of, and being able to express how this part of bringing something to cities that actually will set them, and actually create that one person breaking through and really serving humanity in a way that we've never seen before. So,
the whole idea, right? Peace on earth.
Yeah. Well, what other thing could we do? I mean, everybody has a mission. So I think, it's a pretty decent mission to have, is to create that happiness within our life. And I think that's a strong way of looking at it. And so that leads it, it leads it to us breaking it down in bite-sized chunks so people can understand it and want to bite themselves. So monetarily reasons, we're doing enough that makes a difference via the web, via the social media. There's some really good places that we get to look at that some of the top bloggers out there would be an excellent place to market this Happy City Initiative, where we can actually go in and solicit them to blog to their 300,000 or 400,000 people that they have, and just pick the top 10 that are out there on the internet. So, and see and actually get them enrolled in the process of generating a flow of revenue to us for this Happy City.
Yeah, that will make all the difference, because, we gotta stop seeing other people as the problem. People are not the problem. The problem is the problem. And the more we see people as the problem, the more conflict we create, the more aggression we create, the more destruction we create, and the less creativity we're creating, the less success we're creating, the less achievement we're creating, the less health we're creating. So all of this stuff makes all of the difference.
So, yes. And that breaks it down to the people, coming together in harmony, happy harmony. But we still have to have structure around where we're at, right, at the moment, and bring that structure to our organization. Is that fair to say right now?
That is very fair to say. Like, I'm witnessing that here in my own family, because the opposite of happiness is pain. Mm-hmm. It takes time for that pain to occur, but sure enough, it will, because unhappiness creates stress. And there are many studies out there that show the very strong link between stress and disease is pain.
Mm-hmm.
So by getting harmony working for us, then we start being more active, we start being more healthy, and everything is working better and better.
Hmm. So what brings, the happy harmony within the happy, are we talking about um, finding ways that we can generate income here, like uh, maybe it's from a platform of investment? Are we looking for companies to come in and actually fund it? If we are, then we need a structure for that, a way of, when they look at it, oh, this is what we will be getting for these dollars.
Yeah, they need to understand how they will benefit from their investment. And that's a fair call. That's totally fair to say, if I'm going to invest in this, what do I get out of it?
Yeah, you're going to be doing the same thing if you're going to put up some money. So what does that? Yeah. So what does that look like? And those things are called benefits. So what are the benefits for someone in that frame of mind, that corporation that's looking to put their dollars in something and really get some money back out of it, but it's going to the community, or it's going to a umbrella of things that we're going to be initiating. So when we need to uncover what that umbrella of things, everything that's underneath that umbrella needs to be revealed, so they see and know what they're going to be experiencing when they put up the money.
Yes, indeed. So, the whole idea is for us to be creating an environment where people work together instead of against each other. Because whenever we're working against anybody in any sort of competition, we are creating stress, even if we're working against ourselves, which happens all too often, right? So when we are working together, then we operate under what's commonly known as the mastermind principle. And so everybody who has studied success at all understands the value of the mastermind, but the foundation of the mastermind is happy collaboration. It's working together in harmony on a given project. So anytime we're creating stress, we're working against the mastermind. So what we want to do is increase the value of the mastermind. And the one fundamental idea that almost nobody understands is that nobody can ever be like we are. So why do we expect other people to think, behave, and believe like we do? That's ridiculous. It's not possible. You can have overlap. You can have, some kind of parallels, but to be the same, not possible. So what that means is that we want to really appreciate diversity. We want to see the great value in people being different from us. We want to see the great value in people giving from their perspective and with their gifts, because while that might not fit perfectly in this project, there will be another project where it does. So we don't want to go, okay, pass a negative judgment on that person because they didn't contribute anything valuable here. What we want to do is, at that point, we are contributing to their experience growth. And then we get paid back some other time when that experience growth meets with their other experiences and beliefs, and it comes in as a brainstorm on some other way in some other time. So this whole idea of negative judgment on people is what is in the way of our health, wealth, and achievement.
Okay. Now, how does that relate to bringing the happy city initiative more online, with, let's say, somebody wanting to put dollars in, somebody that's wanting to participate in that same vision that we have, and having them connect to that vision that we have, to seeing these cities developed. What type of vision would we want to leave them with? What kind of thoughts would we want to leave them with, and what kind of pictures in their mind would we want those people to see in regards to the vision that we're preparing here for us?
Yeah. So on the business side, there has been a really great study done on over 30,000 people in more than 80 countries. And it has shown cross-culturally that happy people and happy organizations gain 47% more productivity. Mm-hmm. Can you think of anything you can do that can increase productivity more than, single-digit numbers? And to get a 47% higher productivity rate, who could want more than that? And at the same time, the happy people and the happy organizations suffer only about a day and a half of sick days in a year. And those that are unhappy suffer 6 to 12 days of sick days in a year. So there's another productivity gain that's there. And then your employees, when they're happy, have 180% more energy. Happiness is more than a feeling. It's more than an emotion. Happiness is really an energy that propels us forward and that brings us to high levels of creativity and engagement. So because of that, they get 82% more job satisfaction and are 50% more motivated. So the final finding from that study is that they're 25% more effective and efficient. You just get more done. You get more important stuff done. Mm-hmm. You get it done quicker and better. Mm-hmm. So those are the kind of benefits that people can really expect to enjoy from this initiative. It's not, a frivolous idea. It's a business essential.
I like that, because it is a business essential, and it's shifting our old way of thinking to a new way of thinking, and bringing that part of our level of happiness to a given situation, which would be a city, and creating everybody having value, even the homeless, creating that value that they feel that they've and it is just reaching them in a different way. Happy City Initiative, I think, has the potential, when somebody looks at that when they not only are they're giving to a community and a society that promotes and generates that, and uplifts the people around them to fulfill their own dreams, and that they've came to realize. So great.
That's exactly right.
So what about the packages? Let's say we had a couple of people that were interested, and they wanted to put $30,000 into the project. Yeah. How would that person? Would you feel, when you said what you said about that, they would have encapsulated by that vision that you said, or would you add more to it in some way?
I would add more to it, because on a citywide level, in a society, happiness is about engagement, right? It's about fulfilling yourself. Mm-hmm. It's about a deep level mm-hmm. of satisfaction. And so what this does is it promotes health. It promotes less people in crime because, why are you in crime? You're in crime because you want something for nothing. But you don't believe in your own ability to produce. You don't believe in your own ability to create a better world. And by getting people to believe in that, then we let go of all kinds of society's ills. Here's the whole idea.
Yeah. So let's say someone came along and said, "Hey, I want to put $100,000 and be on a board with us and creating that vision with us." Would we entertain that idea or that thought to bring that person on board to help create that or to be a contributor to that vision?
So it would depend on much more than just the money.
Okay.
So it would depend on their background, their intent, their skills, and what skills we already have on the board. Because, a board to be effective needs a group of skill sets, a group of connections, and a group of abilities. And so every time we put somebody new in the board, then that creates a new group dynamic.
Absolutely.
And what we're always working at is optimizing the group dynamic of the board. And so, like I said, it depends on way more than just the money. So if somebody wants to contribute $100,000 to the initiative and support it, there are many ways that they could do that, not necessarily on the board.
Oh, that's good. And there would be ways that they could look at a possible return on their investment, whether it be interest or whether it could be, there could be a significant amount of shares.
Yeah, so there could be a not-for-profit corporation doesn't have shares.
Thank you.
So you can become a member.
There you go. Thank
so
you
they
for
could
that.
Become a member, and if it was significant enough, and they were of the right fit, then they could potentially become a voting member.
Ah.
So there are two levels of membership, right? There's voting members and non-voting members.
Yep.
So they could become a voting member.
So this voting member, exactly, could either be a paid one or a non-paid one. And,
that's correct.
And very good. So that gives an idea of how that person could contribute to the cause that we're bringing forth. Yeah, and great. Next conversation. So good. I mean, it's a nice explanation on how someone and how we would operate. So another way we would operate from a perspective, we're looking for talent to come in and be a specific type of talent. It can be from anywhere from social media to photography to videography to editing
to planning to administrative support to measuring and research. I have a whole list of the functions that I want in our organization.
So is there a way that when we put this next, we're revamping the website, if you had that list, and that list would be, we would look at, maybe there's 10 of them that we could get from around the country, around the world possibly, that could fill up those particular functions online and be a significant help for us in finding ways to the first phase of funding. And we should set up a phase 1, phase 2, and a phase 3. But let's say our first phase of funding, we find 10 people that we are really wanting to bring in and find them, significantly in how would I say it? They need to be enthusiastic about the project and on board with us.
Yeah. Some people are early adopters, and some people need to see to believe.
Exactly.
So we are looking for some early adopters now. There is evidence of it working in other places, and now we need to show that it works with us and where they are.
Oh, at least we're in the throes of it. You're in Ottawa. You're in the middle of it. You're launching it.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's the powerful part. It's like it isn't like you've been doing this for 3 years or longer.
For just over a year.
Just over a year in Ottawa. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah. And things are moving with great speed here now, so it's really nice.
Good. That is awesome. So that helps. And anybody listening to this to be a little bit like.
Yeah, they can understand a little bit more about how they might fit in.
And you have that list.
Oh, yes.
And that list would be greatly appreciated. And that, and then we can put some packages together and start rehearsing how we can get it out there and pitch it out there and pitch it out to some people that want to take the link out and spread the word for us. Because we could actually take that site that we already have right now, and that's the link that we could use in an email that we would choose whoever would come forward that would be a participant. Yes. A participant, more than a participant, actually engaging in and participating in the search to build the team, the right type of team. So our intention needs to be on building a team, but now we need the worker bees in the team. Is the administrative?
That's exactly right. And we need a core group of leaders and worker bees that manage everything from the center. And then in each location, we will send some of that core team there. They will help to implement and assess and get the plan together. And they will want to build a core team there in the city. So that will be another core team. And then they will support that core team, but eventually that core team will take over that city work.
Perfect.
Because, you want somebody in every city who knows the city.
Exactly.
So you don't want strangers coming in and say, well, it worked over here, so it's going to work here.
For sure.
What you want to do is you want to have somebody who has experience to come in and say, okay, here's the kind of things that have worked in different places. Now, what do you think will work here? And what other ideas do you have? And here's how we can help you implement best practice.
Exactly.
Here's how we can help you to get things up and running. And here's how we can help you support it as you move forward. Good.
Anything else you can think of that would support? You have that list. If you could you email me that list?
Yeah.
Because that list, I'll put that list. Hopefully, it's in a place I can just copy and paste the things, and then I'll. Yeah. What's that?
I'll send it in an email.
That'd be great. And I'm going to send you a new template of the Happy City Initiative. We just won't put it up just yet.
Yep.
And we'll start filling that out.
Yeah. I think it would be good, too, if we put some more images, especially above the fold.
And a video.
Hey, that's a good idea.
All above the fold. Yeah, video is more stronger than that, and actually could put some of this video on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that would be important too. Yeah, and we start because now it gets down to the clear part of knowing what the people can actually do and take action on. So we have to get it to a point that they have to take some kind of action. What about Kickstarter or these other platforms? What do you think about them?
It is possible. We could do a campaign like that. The small bit of research and advice that I've done on that so far leads me to believe that you can actually end up with more strings on that money than you might from a White Angel.
Much.
So,
especially in the giving back, they have certain criteria that you hit. If you put $25 in, you'll get a T-shirt or something. Yeah, those things. How are you gonna make that happen if you have a T-shirt for all the cities in the country? That's going to be a little tough.
Yeah.
So coming up with creative ideas that make that work as possible, as you're saying.
Yes. So it's not my preferred option at this point.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But I because none of us have databases that are significant and targeted for that.
Yeah, that's correct. Although
so
I do
our bet, yeah.
That work.
What's that? Our better bet is that we understand the city and we understand service-oriented companies and marketing, and creating a happy city. That's what we understand.
Yes.
Really good, really good. And so some of the action steps that we'll take forward here is
I'll send you.
Yeah, you're going to send me that list. We're going to build the new one. If you could script out what you would think that I could put in a video, I'd be glad to do a video. You could do a video. It really is. I'm just wanting to get something in the intro done in the beginning. And I believe that that's huge when we go to it's their first impression. So visual images, they're going to have to be general on the site, but when we call out, if we can make a list of the blabs that we've done in the past and down in the bottom, which we can tailor these blabs to some segment of what this Happy City initiative is.
Yeah, we sure.
Yeah, you could. Every aspect of it. So, but we put it in text. So when someone reads it and then they go to the blab, it corresponds to the same. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you could think about the blabs that we've done, please email me that. And then I can go in and edit those and use those on the Happy City Initiative website.
So you mean to recommend some of the blabs that we've already done as pertaining to specific aspects of the Happy City? Yes.
You got it.
I can do that.
Because I think that's powerful if we can come up with that. The text will be on top, but the more in-depth understanding is they click on the video.
Yeah.
And they go to another
Are those all still available? Like if I search under your name, will they all come up?
They should. I have them in a playlist. I think I have them all on my playlist. I have them all on my playlist. So
can you send me a link to your playlist?
Sure, I can. Absolutely. So that would be really good. You picking them out, and then I can edit them the way you want. Hey, and the thing is, I don't want to be over 5 minutes, and I'll put a front and back on it. And keep it short, but keep it really to the point.
Yeah.
And I need your help on the editing part. You can edit them. I just need your help knowing what parts of that blab I can cut out and put in for the Happy City. So I need 10 of them. I would say 10.
I would suggest that you will know which parts resonate with you and don't resonate with you. And there's a high likelihood that will conform to your intended audience.
Exactly. It just
So
helps me.
me to
What?
tell you what's in and what's out.
Well, that part's true. I just need to know the blabs in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that gives me enough. Right when I'm edited, if there was, yeah, I will know within the edit what to do. Yeah.
Exactly.
So too much talk on that part, but I
Yeah.
need the initial blab itself. And there's
Yeah,
90 of them.
Are there 90? Did we
There's
do that?
90. Yeah. Well, we did 80 some. I'm very close to 80.
Wow.
So.
Aren't we awesome?
Well, we've got content. What we have is content. We just have to cut it up and make use of it right now and get people on our team that's going to, first off and foremost, we create a flow here. That's our that's our objective. Sound good?
Sounds great. Just on a side note, anything advancing on our prospects?
Jim, the Mayor Jim here he just sold his business next door to us. Mayor Jim did, yeah. So I tried seeing him just before the blab, and he wasn't in. So I'll talk to him this week. He said talk to him this week. And Gary, I have not talked to Gary. So I think what I'll do is I'll do another time when we get off. I'll give him a call. But that should be all.
Okay. Checking in.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. And this is good. This would help us. I think this lab here will help us. There's parts of it in here that I think when you were talking, what someone needs to look at when they're coming with us and being a part of our vision, we got to be really clear what that vision is.
Oh, yes.
And I know it's about happiness, and it's easy. Okay, because I get
yeah, but it needs to be more detailed than that.
Yes, it needs to be breaking down what what do we bring? What do we bring to people? And I get it, it's happiness. But is that our tagline?
Yeah. No, this is what we need, marketing messages. So this is one of the things I'm working on right now in Ottawa, is really figuring out what exactly is our plan and what exactly are our messages.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll know that pretty well by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we'll have it well firmed up by the end of February.
Mm. But what would be your vision of that? I know you were going to give me the details of what that would look like for the Ottawa, but for the Happy City, taking it away from Ottawa for a second, what would be the vision? And because you have a pretty good idea what that is right now.
Yeah. So the vision, if you look at the document I prepared for Mayor Jim,
right,
a lot of that in there, but
sure.
The vision that I have is people working together so that there are less and less problems and more social interaction and celebration of success.
More and more celebration.
Mm-hmm. This is worldwide, the biggest source of happiness is social connection and celebration.
Then we need to be focused on celebration.
Aha. Aha. Because celebration creates social connection.
Absolutely. That's it. I mean, we just keep with celebration. It's consistently celebration. It doesn't matter.
There's our tagline: celebrate life. No, celebrate living.
I don't know what this. I know it's celebration, but I don't know what else would go with that. Good.
Okay.
Celebration, yeah, absolutely, and it's powerful when you start thinking about because that's our conversation. So what we're doing, we're celebrating the people in that town. We're celebrating the industry in that town. We're celebrating the service-oriented companies in that town. We're celebrating it's celebration.
Their achievements. We're celebrating their solutions. We're
celebrating their solution to the part.
Their good and their betterness.
Mm-hmm. So it is celebration is ultimately where we're looking at as we're celebrating. You said celebrating life. Pretty darn good.
Isn't it cool the way things come together when you're collaborating?
Yeah. Well, celebration.
Yeah.
Just that alone works. Along with happy. You have two of them. So what is the one thing that you really want to bring to this planet? Well, we want to celebrate happiness.
Yeah. Celebration.
Wow. Oh, that's a big one. Creating something like that on a daily basis. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can't think of what else we could do. Have where we are putting ourselves in a place that makes a difference in. We just start putting together that new website and start putting together the video content in there and start laying it out.
Yes. So you send me the playlist. I will send you the roles list.
Playlist. Yes, the playlist.
Playlist.
Yep.
For the Blab.
Yep. Okay.
And I will send you the roles of what we want inside the Happy City Initiative.
We got people. Do you have anybody that looked at the site yet and give you any feedback?
No.
Okay. Try to find somebody that's.
I will.
If you could just get some
neutral. I got somebody in mind already.
Good. Get some feedback on it. I don't want their opinion. I just want feedback. Yes, that is feedback. All right.
And the difference is?
Not much. That's funny. All right. So,
all right.
Yeah.
We will talk to you soon, and I will send you that information right away.
And I'll get you that playlist. I'll put it in Messenger for you. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.